Every market cycle creates one moment when investors ask the same question: is this the opportunity, or is it another trap? That's exactly where many XRP holders find themselves today. After years of wading through lawsuits, market corrections, and constant uncertainty, it's understandable why some investors are losing patience. Every week brings a new headline, a new prediction, and another debate about where XRP is headed next. Some believe the biggest move is still ahead, others believe the opportunity has already passed. But what if both sides are missing something important? Before we go any further, let me be clear. This isn't a video about guaranteeing massive price targets or claiming XRP is about to explode overnight. Nobody knows exactly what the market will do next. Instead, we're going to look at the latest developments, current market trends, and the bigger picture to answer one simple question: could this actually be one of the most important periods for XRP investors? The reason this question matters isn't because of one single event. It's because several different pieces of the puzzle appear to be moving at the same time. The crypto market continues evolving. Institutional interest in digital assets hasn't disappeared. Conversations around blockchain infrastructure, tokenization, and real-world utility continue gaining attention. At the same time, investors are still trying to understand how regulation, global economic conditions, and broader market sentiment could shape the next phase of crypto. Individually, none of these developments guarantee anything, but together, they create a picture that's worth paying attention to. One of the biggest mistakes investors make is assuming opportunity only exists after prices start moving. In reality, markets often reward patience before they reward certainty. By the time everyone agrees that an opportunity was obvious, much of the move may have already happened. That doesn't automatically mean XRP is about to begin a major rally. It simply means that focusing only on today's price may cause investors to overlook the factors that often matter most over the long term. In my opinion, this is why today's conversation is so important. Instead of asking, why hasn't XRP moved yet? Perhaps a better question is, what is quietly changing that could influence XRP over the months ahead? Because sometimes the biggest opportunities aren't created by a single headline. They're created when multiple trends slowly begin pointing in the same direction. So, could this actually be the biggest XRP opportunity yet? The honest answer is that no one knows for certain. But what we can do is look at the facts, understand the direction of the market, and ask whether the conditions today are different from what we saw a year ago. One of the biggest changes is that the conversation around crypto is becoming more mature. A few years ago, most investors were chasing hype. Projects were judged by social media trends and price momentum. Today, more attention is being given to something much more important: real-world utility. That's where Ripple continues to stand out. Whether you're bullish on XRP or not, Ripple has remained focused on building payment infrastructure, expanding blockchain solutions, and supporting the growth of the XRP ledger. Those developments don't always create immediate excitement, but they do show that the company is continuing to build while the industry evolves. At the same time, we're seeing increasing discussions around tokenization, stablecoins, and institutional blockchain adoption. These topics are becoming part of a much broader conversation across the financial industry. That doesn't automatically mean XRP will benefit the most, but it does suggest that the market is paying more attention to technologies designed for real financial use cases rather than short-term speculation. Another important factor is regulation. Many investors become frustrated whenever new legislation takes longer than expected. That's understandable. Clear regulations could remove uncertainty for businesses and investors alike. But history has shown that financial regulation rarely moves as quickly as the market wants it to. In my opinion, it's important not to confuse delayed regulation with a lack of progress. While policymakers continue debating new frameworks, companies continue developing products, financial institutions continue exploring blockchain technology, and the industry itself keeps moving forward. There's also the broader market to consider. Macroeconomic conditions, interest rate expectations, and investor sentiment continue influencing every risk asset, including cryptocurrencies. If confidence returns to the market, digital assets could benefit alongside other sectors. If uncertainty increases, volatility may continue. That's simply the reality of financial markets. This is why I believe the real opportunity isn't about trying to predict the exact day XRP moves. The opportunity is understanding whether the long-term foundation is becoming stronger while much of the market remains focused only on short-term price action. Could that eventually lead to a different market narrative? It's certainly possible, but like every investment, it comes with uncertainty. And that's exactly why investors should focus on evidence instead of emotion. So is this the biggest XRP opportunity yet? The honest answer is we don't know. No one can say with certainty where XRP will be next week or next month. But what we can do is pay attention to the direction of the market, the progress being made across the industry, and the developments that often receive far less attention than daily price swings. In my opinion, that's where the real opportunity may be. Not because XRP is guaranteed to surge overnight, but because some of the long-term building blocks, utility, institutional interest, blockchain adoption, and regulatory progress, continue to evolve while many investors remain focused only on short-term volatility. Whether that eventually leads to higher prices is something only time will answer. For now, the smartest approach is to stay informed, separate facts from hype, and make decisions based on your own research, not emotions or social media predictions. Now I'd like to hear from you. Do you think this could be XRP's biggest opportunity yet? Or do you believe the market is still waiting for a bigger catalyst? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Ojon XRP Insights, and turn on notifications for more fact-based XRP updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.